This is the Southside School of Financial Freedom Market Report and Small Account Update for the week ending October 5th, 2024. The market finished higher this week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average increased 0.81% on Friday and was up 0.09% for the week. The S&P 500 increased 0.9% on Friday and was up 0.22% for the week. The Nasdaq increased 1.22% on Friday and was up 0.1% for the week. Looking at the week, we can see that there were 9 up finishes versus 6 down finishes for the major indexes. On Monday and Wednesday, all the major indexes finished up. On Tuesday and Thursday, they all finished down. And on Friday, they all finished up again. How did you do? My small account finished 1.29% higher and generated cash flow of 1.35%. Even when the market falls and or my account doesn't do well, I still get income or cash flow by selling covered calls and naked puts. This method does not only guarantee cash flow or income, it can also beat the S&P 500. I use a watch list to determine which options of stocks that I want to sell. A stock has to meet 5 criteria to be put on my trading watch list. I will not reveal what my criteria are, but if you examine my list, you may be able to figure out the criteria for yourself. The last row is my benchmark row. That is, I measure my performance against gold, silver, and the S&P 500. Looking at my watch list from the week, the strongest performer on the list was SoFi Technology Incorporated, ticker symbol SOFI. It's in the second column. It was up 7.15% on Friday and increased 5.53% for the week. SoFi Technology Incorporated is a financial services company that operates 3 business segments: lending, technology platforms, and financial services. The company offers lending and financial services that allow its customers to borrow, save, spend, invest, and protect their money. They offer personal loans, student loans, home loans, and related services. They have a technology platform called Galileo that offers services to financial and non-financial institutions. Technisys is their cloud-based digital and core banking platform. The company provides debit and credit card services, checking and savings accounts, and other financial services like cash management, personal financial management, insurance, and travel services. Looking at a summary of results, SoFi has decreased minus 15.68% year to date. I did not generate cash flow from SoFi this week. This week I generated cash flow from selling 2 option contracts, 1 call and 1 put, that ranged from $7.34 to $46.34. It wasn't until Friday where I sold a call for $46.34 and I sold a put for $7.34. That's a total of $53.68, which is not a lot of money, but the account is small. $53.68 in cash flow was 1.35% of my account value. With this system, the cash flow money is free and clear. You can take it out of your account and spend it or leave it in to build your cash balance and or invest it. To increase the amount of cash flow, I would have to use a larger account. So, for example, to 10x the cash flow to $536.80, I would use a larger account, and instead of selling 1 of everything I sold, I would sell 10. This strategy is guaranteed to produce cash flow immediately and every week that it is applied. However, it does not guarantee the amount of cash flow from week to week, nor the value of your account. The amount varies and the account value varies. Despite the variations in amount and value, the goal is to generate cash flow and beat the S&P 500. Most professional money managers and their strategies do not consistently beat the S&P 500 every year. They usually lose, and they lose by a lot. Last year, this method beat the S&P 500 by almost 12%, but in 2024, my account is down minus 15.68% versus 20.55% up for SPY, which is an S&P 500 ETF. That's a difference of 36.23%. I am losing to the S&P 500 by just over 36%. It is not unusual to beat the S&P 500 one year and then lose to the index the next year. And that is what I am doing in 2024 because I am still trailing SPY by a lot. Do you think it's time to throw in the towel on the cash flow system? Or will the system rebound hard for the rest of the year? Tune in next week to find out what happens. Bitcoin watch. Bitcoin decrease minus 5.73% this past week and is down minus 15.78% from its all-time high. It is up just over 48% year to date. Some people believe Bitcoin is the most transformative financial asset in 1,000 years. I think the best course of action is to dollar cost average, that is DCA, into the S&P 500 and DCA into Bitcoin at a 30 to 70% ratio for the next 10 years and or up to when you have invested at least $10,000. In fact, I have implemented a similar strategy where I have a portfolio that is about 85% in a Bitcoin ETF. After 16 weeks, it is up 1.54%. The S&P 500 SPY ETF is up 5.56%, and the cash flow system is down minus 2.56% in those 16 weeks. What do you think? What is your strategy? Do you know how to produce cash flow every week and beat the S&P 500? Do you invest in Bitcoin, which may prove to be the smartest investment of the decade? As you develop, analyze, and implement your strategy, please check back to see how my small account and my Bitcoin dominant account performs against the S&P 500 from week to week by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you.